Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Jackson, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to do a saving and loading system for the building system that we created in the previous tutorial. So what this looks like is if I press play right now, we've loaded up this world full of shit that I've placed down on the map. And if I open up my building mode and we're scrolling through our actors, this is the stuff we set up in the previous video, which will be linked in the description. And I place a bunch of these down just here, and then I close out and then load back in. All those actors have been saved right there, and this is stored on your hard drive. And yeah, and it also works for different levels. So if I were to create a new level, just a basic level like this, okay, and I drop in like this, build, exit, load up, they're saved like that. Okay, so you can do this for as many levels as you want. Today we will be working in Unreal Engine 5, but this will also work in Unreal Engine 4. And the next video in this series will be building upon what we've done here with a couple of new finishing touches for this building system. And then this whole thing will probably be available on the marketplace. So if you're interested in just buying it and not going through it, maybe check out the marketplace and it might be ready by the time you're watching this video. Okay, so we're building a system that can save the state of this world and all of the objects that you've placed down as a player to build with, and then save that on your hard drive, and then be able to reload that same level when you load into the game, so that you've got a persistent save game across different instances of the game, so that you can build, close the game, reopen the game, and be able to resume where you picked up off. So the first thing that we will do is probably create a new game mode, which is going to store all of the saving and loading logic. So this can be a game mode. So I'm going to call that GM underscore building, saving, and loading. Yeah, GM building underscore building, saving, and loading. And let's go to our project settings and maps and modes, and we'll change our game mode, our default game mode, to be GM building, saving, and whatever. Now inside of that, we're going to need to set some things up. So our default pawn class needs to be our building character, and that's actually probably it. So if I jump in, we've still got our building character like in the last tutorial, and everything builds just fine. Okay, so now we need to keep track of, we want to be able to tag all of the actors that we've built, so that when we close the game, we can find all of those actors and save their transforms and then load them back up when we open the game again. So this is inside our building character blueprint. Every time we build an object down here, when we left mouse button and we build an object, let's add a tag to the build object. So we'll go add tag or get tags, and then we will append that array. Append, or can I just say add? Add. Yeah, we'll just add. We don't have to append it. We can just add a new thing to it. And this can be, I don't know, built object is what we could call that. Or you could give it like the player name or something like that. But you just want a way to identify that this actor that was spawned is a building. So built object is what we're going to call that. Now what we can do is, so inside of our game mode, let's get rid of all this shit here. We have begin play, which I think I just deleted, and I think there's an end play node as well. Event end play. Yeah, okay. So when we end play, and if you're curious about all these reasons here, so session was destroyed, level transition, blah blah blah, quit. Basically, we don't want to switch on any of these. We just want to say whenever you end play, we're going to get all actors with tag. The tag is going to be our built actors thing, but instead of manually typing that into there, let's create a new function library down here. So blueprints, blueprint function library, call this FL for function library, or BFL for blueprint function library, and just call this building, saving, and loading. And we've got a new function which will be called get built actor tag, and this is just going to be a simple get function, so we can just hit the return node like that, and then we'll add an output which will just be a string, And what was it actually a string? I don't remember. No, it was a name. So if we convert this to a name, and this can just be tag name, and then what if we go make literal name, and then we go what was it, built object? Yeah. So that's our tag, and then we want this to be a pure function up there. So now inside of our building character, instead of having this manually typed in there, call this, we're going to say get built actor tag. Yeah, just like that. So now we can just call this instead of typing it out. And if we want to change this name later, we can change that easily. So when we get all actors with tag, we can put the tag name in there. And then for each of these, we're going to want to save. We want to save these to a save game. So how are we going to do this? I think we're going to get the class. We're going to get the transform. Get actor transform. And these are the two bits of information that we're going to be storing. You could save like the person who placed it as well, if you want to do that, but we're not going to do that. Let's just do the simplest setup. So let's maybe cut that, and let's go back into our function library, and we're going to call this save all built actors, and we're going to copy this into here. So I'd rather have this in a function library so we can move this and it's not tied to the game mode. So whenever we call save built actors, we're going to get all of the classes and add them to an array, and this array is going to be called built actor classes. And we're going to do the same with the transforms, add to an array, and this is going to be built actor transforms, built actor classes, and built actor transforms. And then that's actually everything there. So that's get all built actor classes and transforms. And then after we've done that, then we're going to check, does save game exist? The slot name, let's get current level name, and we'll call the slot name after the level name. Or maybe what we can do is we will put an append here, just so we can make this a bit more descriptive. Built actor save data, and then underscore the level name. So this save game object is going to be, yeah, this. Okay, and then we need to do some save game shit. So if a save game does exist, then we're going to load the game from slot. And you know what, we might actually do a similar thing here that we did with the built actor tag. So I might cut this, create a new function, and call this get built actor save game slot name for current level. Bit of a mouthful, but basically by setting it up like this, we can have a different save game object for each level. So, you know, if you're in this level, you can save the state of this world, but you can also have another map or endless amounts of maps with their own save data. So same thing as before, return node, and then we can just plug that into there and make that a pure function. Okay, and now back in save all built actors, we can get that new function, get built actor save game, blah, 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 feed that into the slot name like this. If the save game exists, then we're going to load that game from slot. We're going to cast to, actually we're not going to cast to yet because we haven't created the save game object. So this is the blueprint where you actually store the save game variables. And this is the file that will be stored on your hard drive. So if you say save game in here, we'll call this sg underscore built actor save data. And I guess inside of this, so that you're going to have one of these for each level. we're not going to have a new function. We can get rid of that. We're going to have two variables in here, which are going to be the actor classes, just like we did before, class references, and the transforms. So these both need to be arrays. So up here, array, and with this one here, up there, that needs to be an array as well. This is going to be saved classes, and this is going to be saved transforms. So you're going to have one of these for every single actor. So now that we've got that, we can cast to the SG built save data, and we can set, what was the thing? We can set our saved classes, and we can set our transforms, our transforms like that. And we can set them to our local variables, which we saved up here. So like that, and like that. You know what might even be, no, this is probably fine. Okay, and so if the save game doesn't exist, then we create save game object, and it's of this SG underscore built actor save data, and we do the exact same thing down here. Well, actually, there's probably a better way to do this. What I might do is I might just cut all of this here. I might cut all of this, and I'm gonna create a new function which is going to be called load built actor save data for current level. And so when we call this, we're going to use that function that we did before. What we can do here is we can promote this to a local variable, which is just going to be called SG underscore reference, and then we can have the return node over here, and we can copy this down here as well and use the same thing here, and then feed that up into there, and then control drag to put that into there, and then we can rename this to call this SG underscore building saving just building save game ref, and that'll return a reference to the save game. So now we can use this function whenever we want to access the save game for this particular level. We're already at 11 minutes. My god, this is going to be a pretty hectic tutorial, I think. What have I gotten myself into? So in our blueprint function library, when we're saving our built actors, let's load built actor save data for current level. I might actually call that built actor save game by reference for current level. Yeah, and this one has a typo in it as well. So this one up here, I'm just going to rename that. So now in our save all built actors, this can't be a pure function, because if it's a pure function, every time you use this value here, it'll load up a different instance of the same save game, but we want to work with just this specific one here. So now that we've got that there, we can plug these in here. So the reason that I did that was, instead of having two branches where, you know, one time if it existed we'd do this one, or if it didn't exist we'd do that one, we can just have this one execution line up here and just plug that into there. So that's just going to load up a save game, and if one doesn't exist, it's going to create one. That's basically what that does, and then we can get rid of this. So this will be load/create save game and save state of world, basically. And now that we've set those, we need to drag off this, and we need to say save game to slot. And the slot name, I might just put that into there. Whoopsie daisies. Slot name. And then back in save all built actors, we're going to just drag that slot name through to there. So I like having it like this, because it's like you can see that that's being saved. This save game has been modified here and then saved here, and this is the slot name of this save game, and this is being saved to that slot as well. So you can directly see where the connection there. Okay. So that's literally all you need to do to save. So I might just have it print. No, we don't even need to print it. Let's just see if it works. So that's saving, but we also need a way to load it. But you know what? We could probably even test that this is working already. So if on end play, we're going to need to save all built actors. Okay. And then we might have a print string for, I don't know, like 20 seconds or whatever, which is going to say game saved. Game saved. Okay, so if I jump in and I press B and I place a bunch of these and then I press escape, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Are we using this game mode, I wonder? No, see the world settings, it's got a game mode override, so we want to set that back to default. So, B, escape. No, you still didn't work. You gotta be shitting me. That's the default game mode. Event end play. Okay, I didn't want to print the string. Let's see if it actually saved the game. So I'm just off on another screen right now, and I'm just opening up my project file for this project, which is called, what do we call it? Building system tutorial. Yeah, so building system tutorial in saved here, save games. You can see that that's it there. So it has saved. So just to show you how to get to that, Unreal projects or wherever you've got your projects, the name of this project, saved, save games, and then you've got your save game in here. So built actor save data, that's what we called it, and then underscore the name of the map up there, which is the current level name. So that's your save game, and if you want to delete it, you can just press delete like that. So it is saving, but it's not printing the string for some reason, which is a little bit odd, but maybe it's because it was in a separate window. Maybe if oh no, I'm playing in the editor window. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, it's obviously saving because it's right there. So this print string isn't working for some reason, but that can piss off. Now we need a function here to now load up this saved data when the game begins, because it's saving, but it's not actually loading now. So inside of I wonder if you can spawn actors in a function library. I don't actually know. Let's just see. Spawn actor from class. No, you can't. You can't spawn actors in a function library, so that's good to know. So what we need to do then inside of our game mode is we're going to load our not save all built actors. We want to load them. Load built actor save game by reference for current level. Okay, that's the function that we created before. We want to get the saved actors or the saved classes. Get the saved classes, and then for each of those classes, you can probably see where this is going now. We're going to spawn actor from class, and then we're also going to get the transforms, saved transforms, and the transform that we want to use for the spawn transform, we say get copy to get a copy of one of the elements of this array, and it's going to be the array index of whatever array element is right there. So that'll spawn each of these actors at their corresponding transform, and then we want to add that saved actor tag, which actually, instead of copying this code, let's go back into here, and this is in our BP building character. Let's cut this, go back into our function library and say add built actor tag to actor, I guess is what you'd call that. Copy this in here, alt click that to delete that, and then connect this up. The target actor goes into there, so yeah, that's actor, and then it's adding the tag to it. Okay. Back in the game mode, back in the building character, now we're going to say add built tag to actor. Okay, nice and simple. And now we're not copying code, we're using the same function over here. So add built actor tag to actor. So now, once these are loaded up, when we close the level again, this function is also going to recognize all of these actors and save them again to the hard drive. It's going to overwrite the hard drive. I think that could be it. So if we comment this, end play, save all actors with built actor tag, and then begin play, load all actors with built actor tag. There we go. Do you reckon it'll work? Let's see, huh? Okay, nothing loaded. Is that because I deleted the save game? It might have been. Alright, so we've built them. We've exited, so it should have saved. We did it. We did it. And if I exit again and load back in again, yeah, they're there. So now, if I were to place some of these in, and maybe one of these, and we'll rotate some as well, like that. Okay. Should we put an AI in as well? Let's put an AI up on here. Oh my god, look at the legs. It's got that inverse kinematic footstep thing. That's sick. Alright, so we'll put you up there. Okay, so take a mental picture of this. Back in. There we go. And now you can, if you package this will be all saved on the player's hard drive. And it'll also work across different levels as well. So I think I will show that at the start. That might be it for this one, guys. Hope that was helpful. Drop any comments you have in the comment section below, and peace out.